Have you ever wondered if there are things you do in old age that others notice but never mention? The truth is that as we age, certain habits can make us appear inattentive, indifferent, or even less attractive to others. The thing is, most people are too polite to say anything, so you might never realize it. But here's the good news. Once you recognize these behaviors, you can easily correct them. This allows you to present yourself with confidence, grace, and self-awareness. In this video, we'll reveal 6 things that people often notice in older adults but rarely mention. Stay with me until the end, because after recognizing these signs, you will never see aging the same way again. Not only will you better understand how others perceive you, but you will also learn simple ways to stay elegant, well-groomed, and respected as the years go by. Number 1. Neglecting self-care. One of the first things people notice but rarely mention is when someone stops taking care of their appearance. As we age, it's easy to overlook small details like trimming nails, keeping hair well groomed, or ensuring that clothes are clean and well maintained. The problem is that these little things add up, making a person look older, more tired, or even less approachable. Walter, an 82-year-old man, was always known for his good looks. However, over time, he stopped trimming his eyebrows, let his hair grow out of control, and started wearing the same old shirt every day. His family noticed. His neighbors noticed, but no one said a word. It wasn't until he looked in the mirror and saw how much his appearance had changed that he decided to get a haircut, shave, and update his wardrobe. Almost immediately, he felt better, stood up straighter, and noticed that people reacted more positively to him. The reality is that neglecting personal hygiene doesn't just affect appearance, it also impacts how others perceive your energy and confidence. Studies show that when people feel well-groomed, they behave differently, exuding more confidence and vitality. Unkempt hair, overly long nails, and even neglecting skincare can make someone look older and more withdrawn than they actually are. A basic moisturizer and a lip balm can prevent dryness and help maintain a fresh and healthy look. Keeping your skin fresh and healthy. Taking care of your skin helps you look and feel fresher. If you have facial hair, keeping it neatly trimmed can instantly contribute to a more polished and elegant appearance. You don't need to spend hours in front of the mirror. Just paying a little more attention to self-care can help you look healthier, feel more confident, and ensure that you're making the best impression possible. Number 2. Speaking too loudly or interrupting conversations. A common but rarely discussed issue that comes with aging is a change in communication style. Many older adults begin speaking louder than they realize, sometimes interrupting conversations or dominating the dialogue without meaning to. This usually happens due to gradual hearing loss, which makes it harder to perceive one's own voice volume. The problem is that most people won't mention it, they simply tolerate it, but they definitely notice. Take George, a 77-year-old man who loves socializing with friends and family. Over time, he started speaking louder and more forcefully, even interrupting people mid-sentence without realizing it. His family noticed, his friends noticed, but no one wanted to embarrass him. One day, during a dinner gathering, he realized that people seemed to lean away slightly when he spoke. That's when it hit him, his voice was much louder than he had imagined. After taking a hearing test and making a conscious effort to speak in a lower tone, he noticed something interesting. Conversations flowed better, and people seemed more comfortable around him. The truth is that hearing loss happens gradually, and many people don't realize it's affecting their speech. But when someone speaks too loudly, constantly interrupts, or dominates conversations, they may come across as overbearing or even disrespectful. Conversations should be a balanced exchange, not a competition for speaking time. What can you do? Pay attention to people's reactions when you speak. If you notice them leaning away, lowering their voice, or struggling to get a word in, it may be time to adjust your volume. If you suspect hearing loss, get a hearing test. This can help you regain better control over your speech. Practice active listening and allow others to finish their thoughts. This makes conversations more natural and engaging. Speaking in a natural tone and giving space for meaningful exchanges creates better, more enjoyable interactions. Balanced conversations make social interactions more enjoyable. When dialogue is a true exchange, social interactions become more pleasant for everyone. And the best part, when you communicate with awareness and confidence. People will want to talk to you more, not less. If you're still following this video and finding this information useful, stay with us. There are more important points to explore. If you find these insights valuable, comment number to below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do. Plus, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Number 3. Wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. One of the easiest things to overlook over time is clothing. Many older adults continue wearing the same pieces for decades, whether for comfort or simply because fashion is no longer a priority. However, clothing sends a message, even if we don't realize it. Wearing faded, worn out, or outdated clothes can make a person appear older and less put together, even if they feel good inside. Take Harold, an 80-year-old man who had always taken pride in his style, but over time, he stopped paying attention to what he wore, relying on old, loose-fitting clothes that had lost their shape. His family noticed, his friends noticed, but no one said a word. Then, one day, he decided to put on a well-fitted shirt and a newer pair of trousers, and something changed. People started complimenting him, he felt more stylish, and even walked with better posture. He didn't have to change much, but small updates made a big difference. The truth is that clothing affects how others perceive you. Studies show that well-fitted clothes are associated with confidence and energy, while baggy, worn-out outfits can give the impression of neglect or lack of interest. This doesn't mean you have to follow every fashion trend. It just means that a clean, structured, and intentional appearance can help you feel more vibrant and respected. What can you do? Invest in a few well-chosen pieces. A crisp button-down shirt, well-fitted trousers, or a stylish blazer can instantly refresh your look. Choose colors that complement your skin tone and fabrics that are comfortable but still structured. Update your shoes and accessories. A nice watch, a well-chosen belt, or even a new pair of shoes can make all the difference. Ask for advice if you don't know where to start. If you're unsure where to begin, ask for help from a friend or a salesperson with a good sense of style. They can guide you in choosing pieces that suit you. The key isn't to dress like someone else, but to select clothes that fit well, look refreshed, and make you feel confident. When this happens, not only does your appearance improve, but your overall well-being does too, and the people around you will notice. Number 4. Complaining or criticizing excessively. One of the fastest ways to push people away without realizing it is by constantly complaining or criticizing. It's easy to fall into the habit of pointing out everything that's wrong, whether it's modern technology, the aches and pains of aging, younger generations, or how things aren't the way they used to be. The problem is that even when there's no negative intent, this type of conversation can make interactions feel heavy, making people less excited to spend time with you. Take Roger, a 75-year-old man who loved sharing his opinions. At first, he only made small comments about how everything was better in the past, how young people didn't work as hard, or how life seemed simpler before. But over time, his family and friends began avoiding long conversations with him because they knew they would end up listening to a long list of complaints. Then one day, his grandson asked, "Grandpa, is there anything you actually like about today?" That question hit him hard. He realized he had stopped focusing on the good things in life. The truth is that negative energy is contagious. When we constantly express frustrations, even in small doses, it affects the mood of those around us. Conversations become heavy, and people naturally feel more drawn to those who bring positive energy. This doesn't mean you have to pretend everything is perfect, but balancing criticisms with something positive, hopeful, or even humorous can make conversations lighter and more enjoyable. What can you do? Pay attention to how often you complain or criticize. If you notice it happening frequently, try shifting your focus, change your perspective. Instead of saying, "Things were better in my time," try saying, "Things were different in my time, but I'm curious to understand how this new way works." Find something interesting or fun in every situation. This will make interactions more engaging. People enjoy being around those who make them feel good, inspired, and engaged. Meaningful interactions. The secret isn't to hide your concerns, but to balance them with appreciation and curiosity. When you do this, others will not only enjoy talking to you more, but they will also seek you out because your presence will feel refreshing rather than draining. If you're still watching this video and found these ideas valuable, comment number for below so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing so and turning on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating informative and inspiring content. Number 5. Bad breath or body odor. This is one of the most uncomfortable topics to discuss, yet one of the first things people notice. The truth is that as we age, our sense of smell weakens, meaning we may not detect changes in our own scent. Certain medications, dietary choices, and even dehydration can contribute to this issue. However, most people will never mention it directly. Instead, they simply keep their distance or find subtle ways to shorten conversations. Take Frank, a 78-year-old man who had always been the life of the party and loved reconnecting with old friends. But over time, he started noticing that people weren't getting as close to him as they used to. After increasing his water intake throughout the day, he realized what was happening. Small changes like staying hydrated, chewing sugar-free gum, and switching to a more effective deodorant made a huge difference. Suddenly, people began leaning in again, and he felt more welcomed, regaining his confidence. Dry mouth is one of the leading causes of bad breath, and it becomes more common with age. When the mouth doesn't produce enough saliva, bacteria build up more quickly, causing persistent odors. Similarly, changes in digestion, diet, and metabolism can alter body odor over time. Even something as simple as wearing the same clothes too many times before washing them can make a difference. What can you do to prevent this? Drink plenty of water throughout the day to prevent dry mouth. Chewing sugar-free gum or sucking on mints can stimulate saliva production. Use an alcohol-free mouthwash to keep your breath fresh without drying out your mouth. To avoid body odor, opt for breathable clothing, take regular showers, and rotate between different outfits to prevent odor buildup. Eliminating odors. Trying different deodorants can help eliminate persistent odors. And don't forget to regularly wash your clothes, bed linens, and even hats or scarves. This makes a bigger difference than you might think. The key takeaway is that good hygiene isn't just about feeling clean, it's also about how others perceive your presence. Small adjustments can ensure that when you enter a room, people are drawn to you rather than moving away. If you're still watching this video and found these ideas valuable, comment number 6 below to let us know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we highly recommend doing so and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating informative and inspiring content. Now that we've explored these 6 subtle but impactful habits, take a moment to reflect. The way we present ourselves, communicate, and maintain our daily routines affects how others perceive us, whether we realize it or not. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share something you've learned and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your participation means a lot to us. Reading your comments motivates and inspires us to keep going. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, subscribe to the channel and share it with others. Your support helps us continue creating high-quality content to inform and inspire. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.